something that FIFA has already brushed off that won't be introduced next season. But everyone's talked about sin bins, right?
Wow,
the potential of sin bins in the future. And it looks like it might just be coming sooner rather than later, even if it's not next season.
No.
Just get your thoughts. No.
No, I mean, look, come on, it's a ridiculous thing. Blue cards, when I heard it, I was like, what's going on? That, you know, our beautiful game is just going down the drain. I mean, VAR's bad enough. I'd get rid of that. But to now talk about blue cards, I mean, the referee's got a hard enough job as it is. You know, what's a yellow, what's a red, going to VAR, having to make decisions. Now you want to sin bin a player. For what? I mean, you could end up playing with 8 men. It's ridiculous. And, you know, I think Ange touched on it. He done an interview talking about it.
It'll destroy the game, that's what he says.
Yeah, it's going to destroy the game because if a player gets a blue card, he goes off. And then the next minute, you're sitting in and you're camped in waiting for your player to come back on the pitch.
What if it's a goalkeeper? What if it's your goalkeeper that gets a blue card for dissent? Then what?
But
it's ridiculous.
What we're confusing our game with, and we've got to be very, very careful, it's not rugby. Rugby's a stop-start game. There's too much stop-start coming into football. I'm sure you'll agree with me as former players. Yes, before VAR came in, there were some contentious decisions that we'd go home and have an argument about. But by the rule of thumb, over the course of the season, some went with you, some went. Keep the game simple. If you want to stamp out abuse to officials and referees, right? If somebody gives you abuse to referees, you give them a yellow card. Do it again, give them a red card, right? All of a sudden, you stamp it out.
Would you have a card that sort of bridge it to yellow?
No.
Because sometimes a second yellow and a sending off.
No, if you want to stop abuse to referees, because it's not just talking about the Premier League, it's going all the way down to grassroots level, right? If you want to stop abuse and you want to cut it out full stop, put it to the point of this. If they abuse the referee and it's foul and abusive language, right, yellow card immediately. They do it again. Straight away as players, you're not going to think, you're going to think about it twice, aren't you?
Didn't we see this season a player get sent off for 2 dissents in the same moment?
Yes.
I can't remember who the player was. It might have been the
Diego Dalot.
Yes, that's it, Dalot.
Yeah.
Just do that. I think you've also got to understand, right, you're playing at high intensity here, all right? You know, the players are going to lose their rag. They are on the edge every single week.
Yeah, but there's no excuse for abuse, though, Johnny.
No, I understand abuse, but come on.
What if you put a rule like as though only your captain can approach the referee at any point?
Yeah, they're trying to bring that rule in. I mean, that rule's been around for ages. We only want to speak to the captain. The captain would come over and have a chat. But come on, these are players who are playing on the edge with everything, you know, the stakes are high. They're going to have moments where they, you know, ref, or they, you know, they throw their arms or they kick the ball away. All right, booking. And then if he does it again, maybe go and have a word. Hey, you got one more and you're gone. Yeah? Why is it all of a sudden, cards have got to come out, cards have got to come out?
No, but
I think we're taking away from the game how brilliant our game is, and we're trying to make it like rugby, and we're trying to make it like other sports. Leave the game alone. It's a brilliant game. Everyone loves it. It's the biggest sport in the world. Right? Leave the game alone and let people play. Let the boys play. Just let the lads play. There's too much of it.
I agree with you, Jamie, but what we can't have, right, we've got referees, managers and coaches who are abusing the fourth official, abusing the linesman, players are overstepping the mark, and managers have to take responsibility. I remember Ron Atkinson saying to me, listen, Colton, you keep abusing the referee, he isn't going to give us nothing. No. He's not going to change his mind. He said, go the other way. When he does, just be nice to him. Say something nice.
Well, the manager wasn't there today, De Zerbi. He'd been suspended. They lost the game. You know, we've seen it. Was it Sean Dyche?
Sean Dyche as well, yeah.
Sean Dyche, he wasn't allowed in the dugout today. You know, they've lost the game.
Correct.
So, you know, they are doing stuff about it, and they are maybe looking at it and go, you know what, I can't get away with that anymore. But let's like calm down a bit.
If you're a player and you get a yellow card for dissent, you get another yellow card, red card sent off, you're not going to do it again. I bet Diego Dalot doesn't give the ref much dissent now after getting sent off for it. So you don't need a sin bin or a blue card. Just keep sending players off for 2 yellows. Would they keep giving you dissent easy?
So not even worth trialling on the lower level or something?
No, absolutely not. And you've got to remember, in rugby, when they go to a sin bin, how many players do you have on the pitch? Very rarely does it affect the course of the game. In football, it will affect the course of the game.
And imagine if one of our top players, Kevin De Bruyne, gets a sin bin, he goes off and he has to sit on a bike for 10 minutes. He comes back, makes one sprint, pulls his hamstring.
Yeah.
Come on, that's it. There'll be uproar.